Most of us know that we have lots of organisms in our guts to help us digest food. They fight infections, create certain vitamins, form a living wallpaper on the intestinal wall to protect our bloodstreams from debris. Some help make us fat or thin. But did you know that our bacteria might affect our sex drive? Now, let's explore the genus Lactobacillus. They are from the phylum Firmicutes, the gram-positive order Lactobacillus, indicating ability of lactic acid production, and genus Lactobacillus. Lactobacilli is the largest genus of the lactic acid bacteria group and includes over 50 species. Lactobacilli commonly inhabit the GI tract, oral and vaginal regions of humans and animals. They are able to produce lactic acid as a byproduct of glucose metabolism. The following are the common Lactobacillus species. Lactobacillus is the predominant bacterial species that live in a woman's vagina to create membrane permeabilization and disrupt the potential pathogens. During menarche, vaginal epithelium becomes loaded with glycogen due to increased estrogen level that favors gut microbes.
These gram-positive strains are unique to human by maintaining a low pH levels in the vagina, and it prevents overgrowth of other types of organisms. These lactobacilli produce bacteriocins, hydrogen peroxide, and lactic acid, which creates a more hostile environment for other microorganisms.
Women taking antibiotics can actually hurt their vaginal microbes, causing pH levels to increase, and favors anaerobic pathogens to invade and cause infections such as bacterial vaginosis and vulvovaginal candidiasis, which in return increases the risk for STDs and lowers sexual desire.
Research on sexual desire and microflora. Research shows that the testicles of mice which consume yogurt were 5% heavier than those of mice fed with typical diets alone, and they were 15% heavier than those of junk-eating males. This indicates a higher sperm production. Whereas in females, the yogurt-eating female mice gave birth to larger litters, weaned pups with greater success, and overall these probiotic microbes in the yogurt helped to make the animal become more leaner and healthier, which indirectly improves the sexual desire. In mating experiments, yogurt-eating male mice inseminated their partners faster, and they produced more offspring than the control mice.
Various studies have demonstrated the link between probiotics and brain. They are a good way to fight psychological distress and improve mood. These microflora are considered a virtual organ as it keeps us healthy by secreting enzymes, produces hormone, acts like a neurotransmitter, and aids in metabolism. Another research on mating preference of Drosophila melanogaster demonstrated that flies were fed with different diets and raised under different environmental conditions such as pH and temperature were given antibiotics to examine the mating preference. Antibiotic treatment abolished associative mating, and both groups of flies mated randomly, suggesting that the fly microbiota was responsible for the phenomenon. The symbiotic bacteria responsible for homogamic mating were Lactobacillus plantarum. This microflora influences the preference by changing levels of cuticular hydrocarbon sex pheromones. In conclusion of this research, the non-treated males and female flies, there were a significant difference in at least 3 or 4 hydrocarbons compared to non-treated ones. In most cases, antibiotic treatment reduced the level of hydrocarbons and decreased the differences between the two populations.
Vaginal infections affect almost 2/3 of women at some time in their life, and they may not even know it. One type of vaginal infection, also known as vulvocandidiasis, is caused by the fungus Candida, usually Candida albicans. Normally, this yeast is found in small amounts in the bacterial community that lives in each woman's vagina, called the vaginal microbiota. However, when the vaginal microbiota is disrupted, for example by antibiotic use or unprotected sexual intercourse, Candida albicans can overgrow and start causing trouble. The most common treatment for vaginal infections are drug treatments. However, they can further disrupt the balance of the vaginal microbiota, sometimes resulting in a recurrence of the infection. A more natural way to treat vaginal infections is by enhancing the bacteria that are normally present in a healthy vagina. A healthy balanced vagina contains a lot of lactobacilli and less other bacteria. Maintaining vaginal health is important because vaginal infections are associated with preterm labor, low birth weight infants, and sexually transmitted diseases. The bacterial strains have been selected for their safety and the way they work against certain vaginal pathogens. They kill unwanted bacteria by producing hydrogen peroxide and other substances. They reduce growth of pathogens by maintaining an acidic environment, and they coat the vaginal wall to prevent pathogen adhesion. The anti-Candida capacities of the bacteria in ecologic femi have been tested in vitro. For this purpose, Candida albicans strains were isolated from women with vaginal infections and were grown with or without the probiotic strains. After 24 hours, the growth of Candida albicans was measured and was shown to be reduced by all the strains in ecologic femi.